I think the Woodbury Indian community is really vibrant. I see lots of Indian people when I go out shopping, and it's very different from when I was a kid. So when my husband and I were growing up, we were oftentimes the only people who looked like us around. But for my kids, that's not really the case.
It has changed a lot. My son started school in 2000. There were really very few people of color. My daughter, she started school 7 years later, and already there were many more people of color and many more Indian families too in her school. Now our holidays, like Diwali, which is our biggest festival for any Hindu, it's actually on the school calendar. At least it's recognized that today is Diwali. But it's recognized, so that feels good.
I think if you want the community to reflect what you're interested in, then you have to be involved. I also think that without having a lot of voices at the table, we end up with incomplete pictures of what our lives are like or what our community is really like. And so the more people we can get involved, the more people that share their stories, the better off we are societally. One of the great things about Woodbury and why it's so welcoming is because of how embracing the community is of people's backgrounds and where they come from and having them be included. When you look at community organizations that try to bring in new people and help them feel more connected to the community, you end up with a place where a lot of people feel like they can find something that is really here for them.
Since about 5-6 years, the Gujarati Samaj rents out the Healthy Sports Center, and we have this very popular dance festival that comes around the time of October. We experience culture through these events because you get to meet so many other people. It's almost as if you are in India itself, you know. It just brings India back home. I was born and raised in Mumbai, India. For me, India was, I think, my country, my house, my life there. In India, we have arranged marriages. We still do. And as my parents were looking out for a suitable guy for me, there were some prospects in America. And when we were in America for a visit, we met Soren, my husband, and we kind of hit it off. And after a few months, we decided to get married. So that's what happened. I was destined to come here. I've been here straight from Mumbai to Woodbury for 26 years. Weather was the biggest adjustment, just the sheer cold that would go through my bones. And in fact, I learned the meaning of the word relative. I remember Ken Barlow on TV would say that it's relatively warm today, it's 30 degrees. And I said, is that man mad? Now I know what relative means.